All right, we haven't hit the gym yet because of the snowstorm, but just doing what I usually do after the gym before I actually go because, I'm not able to right now. But anyway, I figured I was going to make a different kind of video today. I've been switching up the content a lot, trying to give you guys a lot of information, try to give you guys a lot of value. And one thing that I've realized is that you guys watch me, one, because you obviously enjoy the videos, two, because you see some kind of value in it, but three, and most importantly, in my opinion, is that you guys are able to relate to me, right? And I hope I'm not covering up the mic. I'm gonna hold it like this. You guys are able to relate to me, and that's why I'm gonna tell you guys a bit more about myself now and also in the upcoming videos. But today, I'm going to be telling you guys how to get out of that trap, how to get out of that mental hole, that echo chamber, that place in your mind to where you're stuck in a trap of self-hatred, self-pity, self-victimization, and you're just in a place to where you feel completely hopeless and that you can't get out of it, right? In this video, I'm going to be talking specifically to you guys out there that are skinny, to you guys out there dealing with body image issues, mental health issues, confidence, all of that, because that's exactly who I was. That's exactly what I dealt with. So if that sounds like you, then I know you can benefit from this. But a while back, and I talk about this all the time, but I was always the smallest guy in the room. In school, in my family, social events, pretty much everywhere I went, I was like 4'11", 90 pounds in high school. Like freshman, I'm like 4'11", 5 foot maybe with shoes on, and I'm like not even 100 pounds if you put weights in my pockets, right? So I was super small. And obviously with this came a lot of people picking on me, a lot of quote unquote jokes, my friends making comments. And my family, everyone around me was making these comments. Everyone around me was making me feel worse about myself than I had already did. And this put me in a position to where I wouldn't say I was angry with those people, but I was angry with my current situation, and I was upset with the fact that I was the odd one out. I was the smallest guy in the room. I was the person struggling with this, and I felt like I was completely alone in it. And this in itself, and obviously just being small as a man and not being too confident comes with its own issues. So that led to me hiding behind clothes, hiding my body behind hoodies at my school. They were called fleeces, like turtlenecks with long sleeves, and I would wear that every single day. I would wear some kind of hoodie, some kind of long sleeve, anything that would just cover up my insecurities, right? Because that's the only thing I felt like I could do. And it was the thing that I felt like I had to do because I just wanted the comments to stop. I had already been dealing with my own thoughts. I was dealing with my own self-hatred, the fact that I look in the mirror and I genuinely didn't like what I saw, and I wasn't proud of the person that I was, and I was not being productive and all of these other things. So obviously I got sent into this mental space to where I felt like I was less than. I felt like I was less than the other guys around me, and that made me even more upset with myself. And I would see the guys around me. Obviously at this time I cared a lot about girls and stupid stuff that teenage guys care about, right? And I don't mean that in like a weird kind of way. Just like, obviously, I'm not considering girls stupid stuff. I'm just considering all of the things that I was like really concerned with, that those were the things that I didn't have, right? So before I get off track, I might end up talking in circles, but this had put me in a position to where, like I said, I felt less than, I felt hopeless, I felt helpless. And the biggest thing that I felt was that this was just the way that I was. And that in itself made me spiraled down even more and made me hate my situation even more than I did before, because I genuinely felt like there was nothing that I could do about it. I felt like my genetics were the reason why I couldn't get bigger. My genetics were the reason why I looked the way that I did, why I was so skinny, why this and that. You know, I was blaming outside factors. I was blaming everything. And I didn't actually get to the root cause because I didn't understand what I could do. I didn't know that there was something that I could do to get out of that. I didn't know there was a way for me to build confidence. I didn't know there was a way for me to get stronger physically, mentally, and to become a better version of myself. I thought I was just stuck. And I was kind of, I wouldn't say content with that, but I was coming to terms with the fact that maybe this was just the way that I was. And obviously that wasn't a good thing. It freaking phone ran out of storage. But like I was saying, it just made me feel worse thinking this way. And it wasn't until I discovered the gym that I realized that I didn't have to stay this way. I didn't have to be this victim in my own head. I didn't have to feel sorry for myself. There was something that I could do, and there was a way out if I chose to go down that path. And that's exactly what I did. And so I went from being this skinny, insecure guy who felt sorry for himself and didn't have very much confidence, didn't have much self-respect, was, you know, degrading mentally. And, you know, obviously I got pushed so far down to the point of like wanting to commit suicide and all of that. But you guys already know. What the heck? You guys already know that. I talk about it all the time. But yeah, I got pushed down at that point. And then at that low point, I kind of found the gym, and I realized that, you know, this was something that I could do, right? And the gym wasn't just about getting bigger. The gym wasn't just about, hey, I'm stronger physically now. It was like every single time I stepped foot into the gym, every single rep, every time that I pushed through hard times or fought or stayed consistent or whatever it was, every time I did that, it was me proving to myself that I was worth something. It was me proving to myself that I was worth the effort, that I could do this, that I was capable of becoming a man that I wanted to be, and I was capable of doing the things that I wanted to do. And I didn't have to stay this version of me that I hated, and I didn't have to continuously degrade myself on a consistent basis. No, I could actually get up and do something about it. And that's what I did. And so obviously the physique came, and, you know, I love my physique and everything. And as I started going to the gym, I started seeing more progression. I started getting more confident. I stopped hiding my body. But more importantly, the internal transformation through that, like I said, I was able to see that I didn't have to be this version of me that I thought I was. I didn't have to cling on to the identity of this person that I truly was not. Because at the time, I thought that I was just stuck. I thought that I was just going to have to be this sorry version of me that I hated, and that there was nothing that I could do about it. But through the gym, through the consistency, through pushing through the hard times, through being disciplined, I gained self-respect. I gained the ability to look in the mirror and be proud of what I saw. And I transformed completely. And obviously, I'm at a point now to where I have an amount of confidence that I could never have dreamt of when I was in that position. And I have a physique that I would have killed for when I was 90 pounds. And me sitting in the position that I'm in now, I know that the physique itself, yes, it's cool. Yes, it's great to have a good physique, but it's not the most important thing. The most important thing is understanding that going through this process of physical transformation requires internal transformation. And if you're able to transform internally, if you're able to do the things that you need to do on a consistent enough basis, and you're not just being some freaking loser that goes to the gym and still does everything outside of the gym that got him to being in the mental state that it was in and practicing the same freaking habits over and over again. If you're able to change that, you're going to be able to change yourself 100%. And you're going to go from being this insecure, skinny guy that doesn't like the way that he looks and hides his body behind clothes and victimizes himself and thinks that his genetics are just going to make him be this way forever, to being a man that you actually want to be, and to becoming a man that you're genuinely proud to see when you look in the mirror. So if you're actually ready to become the best version of yourself, if you're ready to get out of that mental hole, if you're ready to actually become a version of yourself that you're going to be proud to be, then book a call with me, and I'll see if my coaching is going to be a good fit for you. Obviously, do not book a call if you're not serious. No, it's not free. Don't book a call if you don't make your own financial decisions, if you're not 18 or older. Like I said, coaching isn't for everyone. Not every single one of you can be my client, and that's perfectly fine. But if you're serious about this and you want the exact system, everything that you need to actually transform yourself and become that man that you want to be, then click the link in my description and book a call with me, and we're going to get you some freaking results. But anyway, different kind of video today, different kind of day, really weird day, but I love you guys. Jesus loves you too. And I hope you guys are able to at least benefit in some way, shape, or form from this. I'll see you around.